Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Um, Not much really going on. We're supposed to have a guest tonight, but he had something come up, emergency, so we let him off the hook. So I guess tonight, we're just gonna talk about a few other things. I'm gonna talk about a few things that happened in the outdoor world. Um, and I guess whatever else you guys bring up in chat. So chat it up. Give me something to talk about. Um, so this year, well, this week, I finally got some traps stripped down. I usually do that, mm, well, about this time of year. So I got them stripped down. I usually just paint mine. I don't do like the logwood dye or nothing like that. I just rattle can mine on with some Rust-Oleum, and then then I wax them. So this year I stripped them down to like all the paint off of them, and I may try like some of that. Was that Full Metal Jacket? I may try some of that. That looks pretty easy. Looks like it works pretty good. I never used it, so um, we may give that a go. I don't know yet. The um, this stripper that I used, I'd never used it before. I bought it at a local place here, and it worked really good. It took all the paint off and everything like that. So we got bare rusty traps, and Nixa helped me do that. And maybe sometime this week I'll get out there and get a few of them dipped or painted. I don't know. I haven't really decided which one yet, but I may just paint them. I don't know. I'm kind of hard headed when it comes to that stuff. But so here in Missouri, youth season, Missouri rifle youth season starts next weekend. It actually runs from the 29th of October to the 30th, and then usually there's a lot of big deer running around because when I used to bow hunt, man, Halloween you wanted to be in the bow stand. So Halloween's an excellent night. If you don't have kids or don't have to take your kids trick or treating, then and you're a bow hunter, I highly suggest you get in the stand. I used to never do it, and my father-in-law, he looked at me like I was nuts, and he just said, "Ah, you ought to be in the stand." So before we had kids, and I've gotten a stand, and I saw deer everywhere. So it's Halloween's a good night. Um, and then I get Missouri has like they had a bear season last year. I knew about it. I didn't pay much attention to it because I'm not into the hunting stuff that's could eat you. So bear hunting never really sounded much fun to me. But this is their second season, and I don't know where I saw it. It was on Facebook or somewhere like that. I was just scrolling through, but I guess they had their first archery bear taken in Missouri, black bear. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, and in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was, the first one. That's pretty neat. Um, so I think they took 12 bears last year. Is what I was looking. I was kind of researching here before I jumped on. Took 12 bears last year, which for inaugural season is pretty good. So it actually the bear season ends in 3 days on the 26th. So we'll we'll see what the numbers are probably next week. Um, and then trapping season. I've been seeing a lot of people. I got a buddy in Arkansas, Jake Middlebrooks, this guy is crazy. He's hammering them. He's a real good trapper though, but I see coyotes every day. He's posting on Facebook. So they're apparently already open in Arkansas, but we don't open till the 15th. Here, I'm not gonna start until the weekend of Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna put any steel in the ground, but we did have our raccoon season got extended real by whole early, like I think August till just when, I don't know when it closed. But it's closed now. I want to say the 15th or 16th of October it closed, but it'll open back up on November 15th, and then you'll be able to go till February 28th. Everything in Missouri you can trap until February 28th except for fox and badger, and I think that's land trapping. I don't know about water. I think muskrats go until then. Muskrats and otter go until then, but I'm not real sure because I'm not a big water trapper. I don't pay a lot of attention to those dates. But if I do decide to water trap, which I probably will, I'll check into that before I put any traps in the water. But no, that's about all I've got. Like I said, my buddy Jake said something to me about noon today that he had kind of an emergency come up. I don't think it was anything serious, just something he had to take care of. So we might have him back at a later date. I'm trying to line out another guest, Rachel, this is gonna be her first year trapping, and so we're gonna kind of try to highlight that she is a female trapper. She's new. She's getting into it, and so we're gonna talk to her about what she thinks it's gonna be like, what she hopes it's gonna be like, and then we're probably gonna tell her what it's actually gonna be like. So her fiance is a trapper. He knows the ins and outs of it. So I'm sure she's already heard it. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully talk to her next weekend. If not, we may have Jacob Major back. I may try to line up another, I don't know, one or two other people. I kind of hinted around to my buddy Pee Wee about him being on here and talking about chasing some coyotes with dogs, which I used to do that too before I was a trapper. I had, I don't know, I think at one time like 8 hounds, but yeah, that's, you think trapping's expensive. You try feeding that many dogs for year round. But we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna try to schedule that to go up there and film on that in February. He said that's usually the best time for him and everybody else. So trapping will almost pretty much be over. So we can trip the line and on a weekend and go up there and hang out with Pee Wee and a bunch of them guys. Hopefully there's snow, because when there's snow on and you're chasing coyotes, it's a lot more fun. A lot more people come out, because that's the ideal conditions. But it's a good time. Burn a lot of gas and eat a lot of snacks. When there's not a lot of action, but it's a good time. Gosh, I don't know. Anybody got anything you want to talk about? So if you do, type it in chat. I don't know what else is going on. Yeah, I'm kind of behind because this is all kind of last minute stuff. We had some people come in town and help us at work, and we worked 410s last week, so that was nice, but it was different. So I kind of laid around Friday and didn't get a whole lot done. I did go look at a place, a local hunting store, in Monroe City. I went and looked at them. I think it's the Hunting Corner, I think's the name of it. It's a pretty cool store, man. They sell everything from bait to lawnmowers to targets. I mean, anything. But it's if you're around Monroe City area, I highly suggest you stop in there and check it out. But yeah, it's been kind of wild and crazy, I guess. Work last week. Not much else going on. Get the drink. Oh, I forgot to turn this thing off. Let's see, what's this? I turn my phone down and getting notifications on other stuff. But no, I don't know. My target numbers for this year is anything that's better than last year. I didn't do very well last year. Of course, I got COVID. I said that 3 or 4 times, but if I can get double digits on coyotes, and I can get 3 or 4 bobcats, and coon. Of course, I never really target coon, but they're always on the menu, I guess. So we'll take those. I really want to do some water trapping because I want to catch a mink. Mink's the only thing they haven't caught here in Missouri that's trappable. Caught a couple badger. Of course, caught my skunk. But yeah, I'd like to catch a mink. I don't know that they say they're around here. I mean, I see people catch them all the time, but I just can't seem to catch them when I do water trap or set stuff in the water for them. But no. Oh, deer season. Yep. So I'm looking forward to deer season this year just because I'm getting a new stand. My father-in-law and 2 brother-in-laws have been working on a stand for me. I haven't been up there to help them as much as I probably should, but it's kind of difficult to get the scheduling with my father-in-law. He's helping a farmer, and so he's busy constantly, and you never know when he's going to be off. I figured they would probably be in the field because it's supposed to rain, I think, Monday and Tuesday. But we'll get up there and help them one of these days. They still got quite a bit of work to do on it. Yeah. So we're gonna film a deer hunt. I don't know if Knightley's gonna go with me again this year. She may or may not, but hopefully, old big boy steps out and we can put the old whammy on him. I hope another old mangy coyote steps out again. We got a coyote last year. He come out there and sat down, and it wasn't very big, but it was mangy. It looked almost Snow White. It was just a dang, gosh, it was gross. But yeah, we give him got out in front of us. I don't know, it was probably 80 yards, and the old 243 put him down pretty quick. So he, I think we got video of him. We put that in the video, and then it was the same video when I had the deer. I shot my deer last year. But no, I don't know. It's probably going to be a short stream tonight. I don't know. I hate to sit here and just look at the screen and not talk about nothing. If I don't have anything to talk about, nobody's really brought anything up here in chat, so I don't know. But anywho, nobody has anything. All right, well, I'll do a little better about trying to get guests lined up and get something hammered out with that. It's a little more fun when you got somebody to kind of ask questions and they can tell their experiences and stuff rather than just me sitting here and rambling on. So if there's anything you guys would like to see, you can send me a message on Facebook, or you can text me if you got my number. You can comment on the YouTube channel. Let me know something. I kind of hated to ask somebody to be on tonight after the other guests couldn't be on here because I didn't want them to think that didn't want them, in the first place. But so I just thought I'd get on here and talk about something, anything. But yeah, the channel's been kind of slow. Of course, it's always slow this time of year. I was posting a lot of shorts, but I kind of ran out of, didn't want to repost a bunch of stuff that I'd already posted. So we start catching stuff here, I don't know, in another month, then we'll get back on posting some shorts, and then of course deer season. We'll have some footage there, hopefully. But yeah. Oh, somebody asked me the other day about the what do I use to film, um, like when I'm trapping to get footage. I just use just the GoPro. I got a couple of these little GoPro 7s. I use those. Of course, I got mounts and stuff that I wear. Got a Ziploc bag full of batteries. Of course, when it's cold out, they go through batteries pretty quick. I've got 3 or 4 little micro SD cards I can change out, and then of course come home and load all that in the computer and try to throw a video out. But that GoPro, they seem to work pretty good. I had another camera before, but it was pretty shaky. The GoPros are pretty stable even when I got it mounted on the side by side, driving down the roads or in the fields. They're super stable. They're dependable. I've never ever really had an issue with them, not wanting to work. I can control them from my cell phone. I can see what the camera sees. I can zoom it in and out. So I was gonna get like one of those little high dollar cameras, but I was like, man, the GoPros work just as good as those, as far as I'm concerned. Well, I did get some new side mirrors for the side by side, so we're gonna put those on here. I don't know, before trapping season, and then we got to get it cleaned up. I'd like to build a shelf on the back where I can throw like my tools and stuff and extra traps up there, and get all that stuff out of the way and have more room for like carcasses. Like when I do catch stuff, throw coyote back there, and they're not piled up on top of traps and stuff like that. So, and then they're dripping blood on stuff, so I got to make sure all that stuff's cleaned out and out of the way. But I did also back here, did some rearranging. I put my deers back here, my fish and my skunk, kind of clean that stuff up back there. And on the floor I've got my camera stuff and my laptop. So anyways, we're oh yeah, I had some computer issues here a while back. We had to ship some parts off Friday, so it's under warranty. So thank goodness I had spare stuff laying around so I could keep going till then. But no, man. Oh yeah, I had our heat, our furnace went out like a week or two ago, and yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. So I had to get a new furnace put in. It didn't take him very long, but man, that was had a couple cold nights there. It was a little frosty. The girls didn't like it none, but it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. We survived. Yep. And gosh, probably go back and sight in some deer rifles here for too long. I at least need to make sure they're still on. I don't know if I'm going to use my 6.5. I used it a couple years ago, but it's just so dang heavy. It's not a like a hunting gun. I mean, I guess it could be, but the damn thing weighs about 12, 13 pounds. So it's kind of long and awkward to get around in a deer stand. We'll see what kind of room we got. Um, but it's hard not to use the old 243. Man, that thing, it never lets me down. Anything around 100 grains through that thing is lethal. I've loaned it out to people who've killed deer with it. Um, man, it's a good rifle. It's a good shooting gun. Of course, it's just a Walmart Savage. It's the old black stock, synthetic stock Savage, but it's the old action's good and tied in, and it's a nice gun. But yeah, what else we got kicking? I don't really know. We got some new lures in from Trapping Time TV. We got those in. We got some new stuff in there. We got some stuff from Sawmill Creek. I believe we got some Final Step from Sawmill Creek. Um, Mike and Linda White, they own Sawmill Creek Baits and Lures. So, and they're out of New York, I believe. So, we've used their stuff in the past, and it's always been really good. So, we're going to use some Final Step bait, and then what else we got? We trying some Night Owl lures. So, we're going to try some Night Owl stuff this year. I'm sure it's going to be fine. It's never the lures problem. When you can't catch something, it's definitely always me. It's all about location. You can have one spot last 2 years ago. I bet I caught 6 or 7 coyotes running through there. Of course, I didn't trap it the whole time, but yeah, one. I caught one there last year, which I didn't get time to rotate out of that area because I got sick. But oh, excuse me. What else? I got on my sheet here. Can't really think of anything. Let's see what's going on here real quick. Oh, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can message me. Hit me up on Facebook or YouTube. Send me a message on YouTube. I think I got my email addresses on there. So yeah, you can do that. I'd love to have you. We can talk about anything. I can argue with anybody about anything at any time. So we're gonna try to get like I said, we're gonna have Rachel. I talked to her. She wants to do it. She's just busy for a little bit with her child and their activities. Jacob's gonna be back because when he had an emergency. I'm gonna talk to Pee Wee and see if I can get my buddy Pee Wee on here and talk to him a little bit. We may I was kind of thinking about another old boy who is into falconry, who's a buddy of mine on Facebook. I haven't asked him yet, but Tom, if you're watching, I think you need to come on here and talk about your falcon and kind of explain to the people, because we do have a season here in Missouri that you can hunt with falconry. It's pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna try to see if we can get Tom on here. What else? Let's see. I was thinking about something else the other day or earlier today about guests. I don't know. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna hit these people up and see if they're interested. So I've got the program all set up to where all I got to do is have a computer and a camera or a cell phone. I think that works. So we're gonna do that. So yeah, like I said, if you'd like to be a guest, hit me up. We'll get you on here. We'll talk about something, anything. But all right, well, I think we're gonna call it here about 24 minutes because I'm just talking in circles. So we're gonna get off here, and thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks everybody for liking it, and don't forget to go to the YouTube channel and sub. We're going to be kicking more content out here when trapping season actually starts. I usually try to do one video a week during that time. So, all right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you down the line. See you next Sunday.